How y'all doing? That title, rest up, man. It's a part of God's mercy. Shout out to the live, man. Let's go. New to the live, man. Hit that sub. Yes, if you're new to the live, hit that sub. But yeah, man. If y'all didn't know, rest is a part of God's love, man. He wanted us to rest, so if you can, try to get all the rest you need. Sometimes we'll go without resting. You know, we'll work through our sleep. It's not good to do that, family. That's you know you God said you grieve his spirit when you don't rest. So like make sure y'all getting all the rest you need. Trying to overwork yourself. Shout out to Brady. What's up, family? My friend Brantley and his little sister was in the fire. My friend Brantley got okay, well his little sister don't didn't say didn't so my friend finally went inside and got his sister and both are okay. Hey man, bless them, man. Shout out to him, man. I'm glad they made it though. That's what's up. Hey, shout out to Brent, the man. He said his friend and his sister was in a house fire, and he said I guess this little girl that she didn't she made it, but she got burnt bad or something. Sorry about that, man. I'm glad they made it through that fire though, man. God bless them for real, for real. Shout out to Bree in the building, man. Brady said, I meant to say that he was brave enough to go back inside and save his little sister. All right, that's what's up, fam. Shout out to that guy that saved his little sister, man, in that house fire. Big honor to you, man, for real. But yeah, guys, again, y'all see that title, man. Make sure you get enough rest and tell whoever your friend is, man, tell him to rest his body up, man. Hope him and that little his sister get a lot of rest because that was like a big ordeal right there. That could have been a death situation for both of them. But yeah, guys, make sure y'all get enough rest. Um, I was just reading a little quote from God, a little scripture. He said, "When we don't sleep, that grieve it, that grieve God's spirit, cause we need a rest. So make sure y'all getting a lot of rest out there, man. Shout out to the Billionaireattraction family. Shout out to the new viewers. Brady said, and he's only 11, and his little sister, I think, is 5. All right, shout out to that little guy, man. Shout out to Brandon Attraction. Mr. Brady said that his friend was in a house fire. Him and his little sister almost got burnt alive, but her big brother ran back in the house and saved her. But she got a little burn, so shout out to her, man. Shout out to him and her for that, man, for making it, man. Tell them to get some rest too. Shout out to Tony. What's up, family? But yeah, shout out to the viewers, man. Again, if y'all can get as much rest as you need, trying to overwork yourself. A lot of us will work, be tired, and still keep going. But I'm here to tell y'all, man, make sure you get enough sleep because if you don't get enough sleep, guys, you can actually, fall asleep without even knowing it. I don't know if it ever happened to you, but it happened to me when I was driving. I was working an overnight shift and I wasn't getting enough sleep. And I ended up falling asleep on the road, guys, at least 3 times. Crashed my car, everything. Tony said, keep going and never stop. Shout out to Tony, man. Keep going, never stop. You're right about it. That's what's up, man. You got to go, career, keep going, never stop. But yeah, guys, make sure you get enough sleep because if you don't get enough sleep, I'm telling you, it can take you out, especially if you're a truck driver. To my truck drivers, make sure y'all get enough sleep, man, because if you don't, that highway will take you, man. For the guys that be driving, well, to the people that drive out of town, y'all get enough sleep too, because I'm telling you, anybody that ever fell asleep driving and didn't know you were asleep, it can be very dangerous. So, again, man, don't let nobody overstress y'all out that you not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking some drugs and that's make you not sleep, that's not good. You need to sleep, guys. You know, your body do get fatigued sometimes. We all gotta get enough rest to be ready for that next day or whatever it is that we're trying to take a over. But yeah, guys, the title, is basically saying God, it does grieve God's spirit when he said that we don't get the rest that we need. I was just reading the quote, and he was like, he wanted us to rest. He said, if we don't rest, it grieves the Holy Spirit, it grieves God because we're not resting like we're supposed to. So that goes for me, that goes for you. Um, yeah, if you're working a lot, make sure you got enough time on your hands to rest your body, man. Hello, Brady. I think Brandy. Brandy said, I'm going to tell you what happened. Really good at explaining. All right, let me know what's up, Brady. You know what it is. Shout out to the family. But again, guys, make sure you're getting that rest because it's available. You're gonna need it. If you're not resting your body like you're supposed to, you can overwork yourself and you'll be cranky, you'll be angry, be mad. That's why if you notice a lot of people that work a lot be kind of mad because really they just need some sleep. Excuse me. But yeah, guys, man, it's important that we rest our bodies, we exercise, all that good stuff, family. If you feel like you need to take a break, you need to take a nap or something like that, take a break, take a nap. Don't try to be a daggone energized bunny and keep going and going and going. And then you mess around and you driving far, and you find yourself in a ditch somewhere. You trying to figure out how it happened. You won't even drinking or nothing because you need to get some rest. That's why it happened, fam. Shout out to the new viewers too. Hold on, Brady said my friend Brantley and his little sister was in the garage or shed, and I caught a fire. Brantley was safe and was out of the fire, but his little sister wasn't, so he had to go in. He said so he had was brave enough to go in and rescue her. Shout out to his little sister, man. If y'all don't know, man, y'all see Brady up here telling me about how his friend was brave enough. He like 11 years old, ran in the house and got his little sister like she's 6 years old, saved in the house fire. So shout out to your friend, man. Tell him I said thanks for being brave, saving the sister, man, for real. But yeah, man, make sure y'all guys getting some rest. If you're not, you gonna know because it's gonna show when you go to work. You're gonna be cranky. It's gonna show whenever you gotta drive out of town and you trying to drive and you can't even open your eyes because you keep falling asleep. It's gonna show when you at work at night on that line and you keep falling asleep. Shout out to Sassy in the building. What's up, Sassy? I'm telling y'all guys, if you won't get enough sleep, it can be dangerous. You can lose your job. Especially if you're a nurse. You gotta get that medicine out. So if you doing anything that you gotta stand on your feet all night, sometimes that big check that you're trying to get, you might need to take like 2 days off to get some rest. You feel me? Get you some rest, man. Money ain't everything, guys. Money is not everything. It's okay to make a big check every now and then, but if you feel like you don't need 2 days off, you might have to make up a little story because you just can't go in your job and say, "Hey, I'm tired. I need 2 days off." Right? They're gonna be ready to fire you. Brady said, "Read the second message." Okay. He said, "Save his little sister. He made it out with his sister. They were burnt but alive. This is how they are survived from brave kid that's 11 named Brant. Hold on, Brady. Brantley. What is it, Mooney? Okay. And again, shout out to him again. Brantley Mooney. Tell him I said salute, man, for being that. This is something that was being that trash and doing that. I told you anything positive is being that trash, guys. So I respect that right now. But again, man, make sure y'all getting y'all rest. It's important. Just like Brantley Mooney, like I told you, make sure you tell him to get some rest because that was a wild experience. You need to rest your body, rest your soul. Uh, drink good water. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay away from that soda, guys. Anything that's gonna help you, you know, better your body and your life. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? like I said, for those who need rest, you can't go to work and tell them, hey guys, I need 2, 3 days off. I'm sleepy, right? They're gonna tell you can't do that. So sometimes you gotta go there and tell them, like, hey, I need 3 days off to go see my grandma or my mama or somebody. You gonna have to tell them something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you to lie, but you can't tell your boss, you can't tell them that you're tired. So just tell them that you need to go see one of your family members. So you get them 2 days off. You know what I'm saying? And you'll keep your job, but just don't go in there and tell them you sleepy. I need like 2 days. I'm tired. They're gonna think you lazy. You know how they call people that need 2 days off because they tired. They're gonna call you some names. So just tell them something else. But get that rest. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you get that rest. That's what I used to do when I was at work. I tell my boss I gotta go somewhere or something like that to get my day or two off. It worked. It works. It works out. You ain't gotta worry about nobody saying you know, you want everybody to know that you're tired because you might be a great worker. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but yeah, man, make sure y'all get some rest, man, for real. You know, if it's with the kids, if you got kids, to the ladies, and you need some rest, you might need to go find baby daddy and like, hey, you need to get your kids for about 2 days. I need to get some rest, or find his mom or grandma, somebody. Feel what I'm saying? Let him, hey, watch the kids. I need some sleep. But and it's in truck drivers, y'all too. Don't try to be the fastest man to the goal. You're gonna have to get some rest. I'm telling you, driving them trucks at night, that's a good way to get some fed time. You know what I'm saying? So be prayed up. If anything you do, be prayed up. That's what I can tell you. You know. But yeah, I told y'all I used to work late night shift, man, and I worked from 5 to probably like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was good. The money was good. You feel me? But I didn't know I was that sleepy until I got off work. When I got off work to go home, I crashed to like some cones, and I woke up and I was like, "What? I can't believe I'm asleep." Like I knew I didn't like in my mind. I'm thinking that I was focused, right? So I'm driving, I fall asleep again, and I didn't know I fell asleep until I woke back up, and I was like swerving. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it can happen to like the best person, like somebody that really can drive, somebody that always been focused, don't drink, don't really smoke, don't do none of that stuff. When that sleep hits you and you tired, I don't care how strong you is, your body gonna shut down. It's gonna shut down, and it's real. You can actually fall asleep without knowing it. It's real. It's not no, how you see people playing on YouTube or TikTok. You actually can fall asleep without knowing it. And I'm pretty sure we all done did it in our life. We just didn't know we did it. You ever like been up at night talking and stuff, then you just wake up in the morning, like, dang, how, like when I fall asleep? Yeah, it happens like that. But it's well needed, man. If you fall asleep like that, that's just saying that you needed that rest that you've been running from. I know people that work, right? I know people that work and they be like, oh, when I get off work, I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. As soon as they get off work, they don't go home and go to sleep. They go home and just, you know, start driving around and going places. And then before you know it, the day already gone, right? And then when they fall asleep, they got to get right back and go to work. So that's when you're not getting the right amount of sleep. If that making sense. So to the people that need to get some rest, get y'all rest, man. If you fussing and arguing with your girl every day, you ain't getting no rest. You gonna have to go stay with your mama house. You gotta go stay with your mama house. Tell your girl, boo, I love you. I gotta go stay at my mama house or my daddy house, somebody house. I gotta get some sleep tonight. All that fussing no, not tonight. Don't go do it, y'all. Cause guess what? Either you gonna get some sleep at your mama house or you gonna get some sleep in jail. Which one you gonna pick? Go ahead and pick your mama house first. You feel what I'm saying? Don't sit over there fussing every night. Let her get some rest. Let her regroup. You feel what I'm saying? You get you some rest and you regroup. Y'all might just need to get some rest. That's probably what it is when y'all fussing. Y'all tired. Y'all both working hard, you know. And sometimes when you don't get no sleep, y'all can that make you want to fuss. You know what I'm saying? Make you agitated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, find out how y'all can get stop going out. Stop going out. No, let's go to sleep. Let's find somebody to watch the kids for one day, and we're gonna go to sleep for that day. That's what you gotta start doing. Start resting up with your girl, man, and your husband or your boo boo or somebody you plan on marrying instead of going out. You know, fall asleep together. Fall asleep watching a movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the new viewers, man. But yeah, man, if you working hard to the guys out there and the women, get some rest. I know you working getting that money, but if you ain't getting the sleep, it's gonna start showing you your attitude. You're gonna be agitated. You ain't gonna be around nobody because you're gonna be tired, right? So y'all out there driving them trucks, to them nurses, to them people in them overnight gas station jobs, get some sleep, guys. I know you want to go out and you want to be on the scene, but you might need to get some sleep. That's probably why you ain't been like happy like that. You getting the attention you want, but you're trying to figure out why I'm still cranky because you need to go to sleep. All that fussing and arguing with your boyfriend or girlfriend, that's not healthy. Like I was just saying earlier, guys, if you fuss in a relationship with somebody, y'all might need to just get y'all some rest. Go ahead, go to daddy house or mom house, or go see a little room. Go get some rest, cause not enough rest, guys. Ask anybody. You can't even drive out of town. You can't even go out of town because you might wreck your car and kill yourself. A lot of people die, guys, not being drunk, not being on drugs, because they be tired driving. So, to the people that need to hear this, that jumped live, please get some rest for me, man. Shout out to the Billionaire Attraction family, and shout out to the viewers, man. That got had time to come check the live out. Yeah, rest your body or rest your soul. I was just reading a quote about God. He was like, when we don't rest, it grieves the spirit. It grieves God's spirit when you're not fully resting because his our body is his temple. So if we're not resting, then we're grieving him because your body's supposed to rest. Real facts. Real facts. You know, it's all right, to miss a day of the club, guys. It's all right. And I know the young guys, the young women out there, young guys, they need rest too. 23, 25. Hey, guys, y'all need rest too. Yeah. All that clubbing and traveling y'all do. Shoot, y'all 19, 20, y'all be going around the world. I ain't gonna lie. Get y'all some rest too. Yeah, get one of them, what they call it, be, be, Airbnbs. Yeah. Airbnbs. Get you one of them Airbnbs and take you like 2 days off and Airbnbs, whatever they call. I ain't never been one of them Airbnbs, but I heard about them. I seen it, and everybody, the young generation, think it's cool. Oh, let's go get an Airbnb, guys. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they do there, with like 10 people staying in the room, and they got a pool, I guess. But yeah, man, get y'all some rest. However you want to get it. If you want to go to the beach and just take your shoes off and sleep on the beach, that'll work. That's like marinating the spirit. You hear the ocean, the wind blowing. That's beautiful, right? Something I'll be doing pretty soon. I love fishing, guys. So that's another thing to rest and just, get your body rested and just chill and sit on the pier or something and, the wind blowing and you ain't got to do nothing. Just pull your line in. You ain't got to jump up and all that. Now, if you got a big fish, you might have to do something. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to them fishers out there. You got one of them big fish, you gonna have to do something. But yeah, man, guys, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this live as much as I did. Y'all know it's tomorrow, right? In America. I don't know in China and everywhere else, but in America, guys, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, right? No. Thanksgiving's Thursday. Well, my bad. Thanksgiving is Thursday. It's coming, see? You know you getting hungry when you thinking Thanksgiving tomorrow. It's Thursday. I got y'all. Now I'm messing with you. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Rest your body, rest your spirit, rest your heart, rest your mind, rest your soul, rest your big feet, rest your little feet. Rest your big old hands, your little old hands, your big arms, your little arms. Just rest, guys. That's all I'm telling you. However you want to rest on a chair, you want to rest on the floor, you want to rest outside on the porch. You want to go outside on the back porch. You got a swimming pool in your house. Hey man, rest in that. You got a jacuzzi. That's what you want, right? A jacuzzi, right? Man, my grandma had one back in the day, right? It was so wonderful, guys. If you ever get a chance, guys, get in the jacuzzi. Man, it's that hot water and that on your side right here, just get the massaging. Woo! Mm. But yeah, man, prayers go to y'all, man. I catch y'all on next live. Let's go, man. Come out to see me, man. I love y'all guys. Let's roll.